below you.
Lots of sand.
Describe the sand. Is it dark sand or light sand?
Light sand.
Is there any kind of rocks in the sand?
No rocks.
It's just thin sand. And as you look beyond the sand, is there anything else in the environment? Is there sand all over?
A camel.
A camel. Describe the camel. Is it a big camel or a small camel?
Big.
What color skin does it have?
Tan.
Tan.
Like sand.
Is there anything on the camel?
A blanket. A colorful blanket.
Where on the camel?
We used it.
We used it. And is there anything on the camel's head? The first thing that you see, just describe it. Is there anybody else around you?
No.
No. I want you to look below you. Do you see feet?
My feet.
Your feet? Do you have anything on your feet?
No.
No, you're barefoot?
Yeah. And I'm darker.
And your darker skin? Do you feel male or female? Just trust the first thing that you feel. Does it feel like a male body or a female body?
Male.
Male. Do you feel young or old? Just go with the first answer that you feel comfortable with.
Middle-aged.
Middle-aged. Do you feel healthy or sickly?
Healthy.
Healthy. Are you carrying anything in your arm? Are you holding anything in your hand?
No.
Okay. Are you wearing any jewelry or ornaments on your body? Is there anything on your wrists? Good.
Cups.
Cuffs? Okay.
Cups.
Cuffs. Describe the cuffs.
Gold.
Gold? Gold cuffs?
I've never seen.
Is there a pattern on the gold cuffs? Or is it solid?
I can't see it.
You can't see anymore? I want you to look at your body. Are you wearing anything on your body? Do you have anything covering your body in the sand?
Like robe.
What's the color of the robe?
Red.
Red. Okay. And if you look up on your head, are you wearing anything on your head?
Part of the robe.
Part of the robe is covering your head from the sun?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to look up, go and walk over to the camel. Okay. As you walk over to the camel and you look around you, what else do you see besides sand? Do you see anything else?
A village.
A village. Describe what the village looks like. Just go ahead with the first gut instincts that you see. Don't think about it.
Cool.
What is it?
People with the same color of skin that I have.
Okay. I want you to get on that camel and walk towards that village. As you're walking towards the village, describe what you see. So you have people with dark skin.
People are doing things.
People are doing things. And what kind of things are they doing? Is it male or female? Is it young or old? Describe the people.
A female.
They're female? Are they all female?
No.
Okay. So there's
I
male.
just didn't see one female.
Okay. And describe what she looks like.
She has jewelry around her head coming down her forehead.
Okay. And describe the jewelry. What does the jewelry look like? Is there a color to it? Is there a pattern in the jewelry? Is she coming towards you?
She's staying.
She's staying there? What is she wearing on her body?
Just like I just lost it.
You lost. It's okay. What's the first emotions you see when you look at this woman?
Like I knew her.
Like you know her? So as you look around you, is there anything else that you notice about the people in this village? Just go ahead and freely talk about whatever you see. Don't question it. What's your first impressions of this village?
Like they were my people.
If they were people? And does it look like a market that you're walking into?
Like where people stay.
The people. And what do their homes look like? Can you describe their homes? I want you to walk over to where you live. Okay? And as you walk towards where you live, describe what you are seeing. What does your home look like? Is it big or small?
Like an adobe home.
Like an adobe home? So it's made by cement? Okay. And what's the shape of the home like?
I keep seeing her again.
You keep seeing her again? Is she following you?
Oh, she's doing something with
She's stirring something?
Yeah.
So she's in your home?
No, outside.
She's outside of your home. And what is she stirring? Is she making a stew or something?
Food, yeah.
She's making food?
Soup.
She's making soup. Is it a big pot of soup or a small pot of soup?
It's big.
It's big. Does she sell this soup to people?
I don't know.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to go inside your home. And as you look inside your home, describe what you see. Do you see any furniture inside your home?
No.
No? Do you see a kitchen inside your home?
No, just sand inside.
Do you stand inside? There's nothing inside no. Do you see any furnishings? Is it completely empty?
I don't see. I can see sky coming through.
You can see the sky coming through? As you look inside your home, is there anything that you can eat in there? Do you have any food stored anywhere in the house? And as you walk around the adobe home, are you seeing anything inside there besides sand? Don't question it or challenge it. Just go with the first instinct. Is there a shape that you see? Color?
Colorful blanket.
Colorful blanket? And where is the blanket laying on? What's the first image you see of this blanket? Is it on the ground or is it on some kind
I don't understand it.
of... Okay. Is it on the ground, the blanket, or is it on furniture? Just go with your very first impression of what you see.
Like straw.
It's a straw. Okay, it's on straw. And then as you walk around, where do you hold your food? Is there any
seafood?
You don't see food? As you look around, you see the blanket on straw. Is that your bed?
I think so.
That's your bed. Okay. And then is there anybody else that you share this baby home with?
Her.
Her. The lady in the red with the jewels on her.
Yeah.
Okay. And go up to her and ask her, who are you? What does she say? What's the first thing that she says to you? Is she older or younger?
Sheba.
Sheba? Okay, so her name is Sheba?
That just came to me. I don't know.
Okay, so her name is Sheba? And what is she doing? What does she want from you?
My love.
She wants your love, and what do you say to her? Do you give it to her or not?
Yes, I love her.
You love her? Does she live with you?
I travel a lot.
You travel a lot? And so she lives there by herself?
I believe with other people in the town.
With all the people in the town? And where do you travel to most of the time? To different towns? Do you sell anything when you travel? What kind of sensations are you feeling in your body?
Like I want to stay.
Like you want to stay? Why don't you stay?
I'm required to travel.
You're required to travel? Is it your job to travel?
Yes.
Yes, okay. What do you do most of the time when you're traveling? What do you have to trade between different people?
I'm a messenger.
You're a messenger. Okay, so you trade information between villages. And where do you get the messages from? Just go with your gut instinct and just trust it.
The men in town.
The men
in charge.
Okay, the men are the people in charge in town.
Mm.
So now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. Now you've moved forward to an important day. What is happening and what do you see? Just trust your instinct and just go with the first thing.
She's having my baby.
She's having a baby. Okay. And is there anybody else around? Is it just you and her?
Just us.
Just us? Okay. And what gender of the baby does she have? Is it a boy or girl? Can you tell?
I can't tell.
You can't tell.
I can't see the baby. I just see her pregnant, like I haven't actually watched her.
Okay. So you see her pregnant, and she's pregnant with your baby. And what are you doing right now with her? Are you in the house?
I'm traveling.
You're traveling. Is she
with her. She's coming with me.
Oh, so she travels with you, pregnant. And so where are you traveling to?
Where we can live together.
Okay, where you guys can live together. And where do you stop at? Describe the village that you end up settling in. Is it the same type of village?
No.
No. What is it like now?
Where people trade stuff.
Where people trade stuff? So there's more commerce going on?
Yeah, busier.
It's busy, so it's a little bit...
Different buildings.
What do the buildings look like? Are they adobe as well?
Yeah, but different.
How different? Are they bigger or smaller?
No.
Okay. Do they have walls or no walls?
Yeah.
They have walls. Do they have walls around the village?
I see more like a line where people sell stuff outside of the buildings.
Okay. So it's much more bustling metropolis.
Yeah.
Okay. So you move into a bigger, more bustling metropolis. And so I want you guys to move forward to...
She's very beautiful.
She's very beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
She's a very beautiful pregnant too.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to walk over to your house where you live. Describe the home where you live. What do you see? Is it adobe as well?
I don't know if that's accurate.
Okay. Describe what it looks like. Is it big or small?
It's small.
It's small? And what is the outside made of?
Wood.
Wood. Okay. And do you see any windows or doors?
No.
No. Okay. And as you walk into your home, what do you see inside it? Is there any furnishings inside it?
I'm sorry.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to move and leave this scene and just move forward to an important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've moved forward to an important day. What is happening and what do you see?
She has our baby.
She has a baby?
The baby's a baby.
It's a big baby. Is it a big baby boy or baby girl?
Baby girl.
Baby girl? And describe the baby. Can you describe what the baby looks like? Is it light skin or dark skin?
Dark skin baby.
Dark skin baby. Is she happy?
Beautiful eyes.
What does her eyes look like?
It's Cabela.
It's Cabela? That's her name?
That's my baby.
The baby's name is Cabela? Mm-hmm.
Different though.
Well, how is it different?
She's different.
Okay. Different from who? Different from you and your wife?
What Cabela looks like now.
She does what?
I have...
What does Cabela look like?
She's dark skinned, but she has her same eyes.
She has the same eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. Same eyes as who?
My baby Cabela now.
Okay. Same eyes as Cabela. Okay. So the same daughter from this life? Let's leave the scene and move forward to another important day. And just trust your instincts and trust your gut. Don't
try to make sense of it?
Don't try to make any sense of it.
That's what I was doing.
Yes, I know. Just trust your instincts. The first thing that comes to your mind. Just go with it.
Okay.
We're going to leave that scene. And we're going to move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What are you seeing? The first image. Just trust it. What do you see?
And a tall man with a gray beard.
Tall man with a gray beard? Okay. And who is this tall man with a gray beard?
He's in charge.
In charge of what?
Where I go.
Okay, and what does he tell you to go to?
I don't understand.
Okay. So what is he saying to you?
I have to leave.
You have to leave? You have to
With
leave
other men.
you have to leave with the other men? You have to leave your wife and daughter?
And she's mad.
And she's mad. Okay. And so you leave with the other men and describe what you're seeing. Is there a lot of men with you? Or is there a little bit of men with you?
A few.
A few? And what are you guys wearing? Are you wearing anything unique besides the robes? What's the first sensation that you feel on your body?
There's something wrong.
There's something. Describe it.
I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty? Okay. And as you look around, is there anything to drink?
There's nothing.
There's nothing? And what are the men doing? Are they thirsty as well? Are you guys just marching?
Somewhere where there's nothing. But sand.
Okay, so you're in the desert again. And you're walking. Okay. And as you walk through the sand, you approach a place. What do you see? Do you see anything? This army of men are walking through the sand. Do they see anything that they approach? What's your first impressions?
I want to go home.
You want to go home? Okay. We've gone forward. Let's go forward to the last day of your life in this lifetime that we are watching. What is happening and what do you see on your last day of life? You have no sensations. You can talk about it. What's the first thing you see on your last day? What's the image? Is there a color or an image that you see?
No.
Just say it.
It's a weird hat on a man's head and he slits my throat.
He slits your throat? Is it a weird hat? You don't have to, you can witness it from afar. You don't have to be that man.
Yeah, I'm not in there.
You're not in there.
I'm not in the body.
You're not in the body. Okay. And as you watch this last day of your life, the man with the weird hat, is there more than one?
And I see him.
You see him? Where are you? Are you in the desert? Is this up in the desert?
Yeah.
You up in the desert? Were you in a war? Or a battle?
No, there's no it's something personal.
Is something personal? What did he take from you? Did he take anything from you?
I don't know.
You know? Do you know what it was personal about?
No.
No. Okay. Well, whatever happened has already happened, and you're on the other side of it. From that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. And as you look at that life, what did you learn from it? What was the first impressions that you learned from this life that you can take away with you?
I needed to be.
You need to be what? What did you need to be?
I needed to be stronger.
You need to be stronger? And what else did you learn about needing to be stronger? Why did you need to be stronger?
I knew I was going to die and I left anyways.
Okay. So you need to, did you have a choice in staying or leaving? Even though you knew that you were going to die?
If I was going to stay, I could have had time with my family.
Okay. So you can be stronger about choosing to stay instead of going. What do you think was the purpose of that life? Of leaving your wife and your daughter, Cabela, to go with the men. What's the purpose of seeing that life?
I think we were trying to better our people with the journey that we were supposed to take.
Mm-hmm. And did you guys better your people by doing this journey?
No.
No. So what is the purpose of being almost like a martyr for your people and not getting the outcome that you wanted? What lessons can you learn from that?
Sometimes when you're in a happy place and you just need to stay there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Regardless of if it's of going with the pack or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the lesson. Now let's move away from that scene, leaving the person there to continue their own path. You can either move forward or backward to another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. You are now at another time and place. Trust your instincts and do not challenge the images that you see. They will all form. What is the first thing that you see? Do you see a color or a shape? How do you describe it? What emotions do you sense? Can you hear anything?
I'm in
What are you in?
a Victorian style tall.
Is it a house or a building?
It's a house.
Is it a Victorian style tall house? And is it beautiful?
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. And is there gardens around it? What is around the house?
It's very beautiful. Floral.
Lots of flowers.
Yeah.
Okay. And are there other houses around it, or is it just this one house? Is it look around the house? Is it in a field, or is it in a neighborhood?
There's brick sidewalks.
There's brick side walls?
Sidewalks, like
Sidewalks.
the instead of ground.
Okay.
Brick sidewalks.
Okay. So the sidewalks, and along the sidewalks, what do you see along the sidewalks?
There's a man-made waterfall and flowers everywhere.
Okay. Now with waterfall and flowers everywhere, it's beautiful. Now I want you to look down below you. Do you have feet?
Yes.
What is on your feet?
I'm barefoot.
You're barefoot. And do you have a body?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel male or female?
Female, definitely female.
Definitely female. Do you feel young or old?
Yeah. Really
Really,
early 20s.
Early 20s?
Early 20s.
Okay. Do you feel healthy or ill?
Healthy.
Okay. Are you carrying anything on your hand?
I have a wedding ring.
You have a wedding ring? Describe the wedding ring.
And I'm very rich. It's very big.
Okay. And is there anything else that you're wearing? Any other kind of jewelry that you have on? Or ornaments?
And
No.
a fancy yellow dress.
A fancy yellow dress. And describe this fancy yellow dress that you have on your body.
It's silky.
Mm-hmm.
Poofy shoulders.
Poofy shoulders. What about the bottom? Is it flow or is it poofy as well? It's poofy as well. Okay.
Tight.
It's tight. Are you wearing a
Tight.
corset?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like that's good.
You wearing a
Way to
corset?
describe it. But different.
But different. Okay. And as you look at your head, what do you have on your head? Do you have anything? Is there anything on your hair?
Yeah. My hair is tied up.
Your hair is tied up.
With curls cascading.
You have curls cascading. Is there anything else decorating your head?
No.
No. And as you look around, do you see anything else? Are you standing at this home? On the outside?
I'm inside.
You're inside. Okay, I want you to explore the home. Go inside this beautiful Victorian home with all this lush floral and the brick gate around it. And go ahead and explore it. What do you see inside it?
There's this double pane white window, like white wood around it, and they open up out like it opens up.
Okay, so we go through this beautiful pane. It opens up. What do you see on the other side? The first thing that you see.
That's the waterfall thing with the flowers. That's what I was.
Oh, okay. So you go into a garden.
Yeah.
You go in the garden.
It's very beautiful.
It's very beautiful. And as you go through the garden inside of your property, I want you to look around and see if there's anybody else by you. Do you live here by yourself?
I have 2 children.
You have 2 children. Are they
A boy and girl.
a boy and a girl?
They wear funny clothes.
They wear funny clothes?
And the little boy wears a top hat and a little suit. Like not a top hat. Like a little bubble hat.
Okay.
With a round brim. And little suspenders.
Okay. And what about the little girl? What's the girl wearing?
A lacy dress as well.
She's wearing a pretty lacy dress as well.
Yeah.
And are you guys playing in the
We're fancier.
fancy? Are you guys playing in the garden?
We're up and I was sitting to have tea.
You having tea now? And do you serve your own tea?
I'm not sure.
Okay. And as you're having tea, is there anything else that you're eating with it?
No, but I wear gloves.
But you wear
Silky
gloves. Okay. What do you do most of the time?
Take care of the children.
Take care of the children? Okay. Now let's leave that scene and move forward to an important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've now moved forward to that important day. What is happening and what do you see? You're doing wonderful today. Just trust your instincts.
I'm walking fast.
Why are you walking fast? Where are you walking fast to?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's walk really, really fast and get to that place.
Okay.
And as you walk really fast, you approach a place. Describe the place that you approach.
A castle.
A castle. Is it a big castle or a small one?
A big castle.
A big castle. And as you go to this castle, and you go,
Highways are made of green, like green. plants, but they're like hedges everywhere, like mazes of hedges.
So there's like
That's weird.
Is there like a labyrinth of hedges?
I don't know what that is.
Like a maze of hedges
Yeah.
outside? Okay, so
To get in.
to get in. Do you make it through the maze of hedges to get into the castle?
Yes.
Okay. So as you get into the castle, describe what you're seeing.
A really long table.
And what's on the table?
A feast.
And describe what kind of food is on the table.
It's all covered in tin, like silver. Silver, like it's not served yet.
Okay, and who else is there at the feast besides you?
I don't see anybody.
Okay, there's nobody else there?
A really tall back chairs.
Really tall. How many chairs are there?
A lot.
A lot of chairs, so it's really big feast. And
Mm.
do you hear any sounds around you? Is it completely quiet? What's the first impressions that you feel? What does it feel like when you're here?
I'm meeting somebody important.
Okay, so you feel a little bit distinguished.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like privilege?
I'm seeing like an armor.
An armor?
Statue.
Okay,
Off
statue.
to the side.
Okay. So you have old Victorian statues?
I don't know. No, like a statue, like an armored statue, like
Okay.
like a I don't know,
Like
village.
medieval statue?
It's different.
Okay. And what is there anybody inside the statue or is it just decoration?
No decoration.
Decoration. Okay. And as you walk around,
In the entrance of where they eat.
okay, as you walk around the entrance of where they eat, is there anything else inside the home?
I'm meeting someone.
You mean something? So describe the person that you're meeting. Is it a man or a woman that you
It's a
meet?
man.
It's a man. Is it tall or short? Is he young or old?
My age.
He's your age? Is he single or married? What do you feel?
I'm connected to him.
You connected to him? How does he feel towards you?
He loves me.
He loves you? Do you have a relationship with him?
He's the father of my kids.
He's the father of your kids. Okay. So, do you live with him?
I don't believe so.
Does he live with anybody else at this castle? Does he live alone?
No, I don't believe so.
Who else lives with him? Does he live with family? Do you feel that he shares his affections with somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay, so this might be another person that he also loves?
It's weird that you know that.
Okay. And is there anybody else besides him and this other person that lives on the castle that you're visiting? Any young people or old people?
Lots of people.
Lots of people? Who's going to come join you at the feast?
Knights.
Knights are going to join you at the feast? Okay. And you live in the Victorian house with your two kids.
I don't live in the castle.
You don't live in the castle. Why don't you live in the castle with your children's father? Are you married to somebody else?
No.
No. And are you married to this man?
I feel like I am.
You are married to him? Okay. So
But there's something keeping us apart and I don't understand it.
Okay. So let's leave that scene and move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What is the first thing that you see?
I see stairs.
Okay. Are you going up or down the stairs?
Up.
Okay, go ahead and run up the stairs.
Okay.
On the very top of the stairs, what do you see?
A celebration.
Okay, what are they celebrating?
Something. Victory.
And victory over what? What does it feel like they're victory over?
Winning territory, I think.
Okay, so they won a new territory. They expanded the empire. Okay. And then what is happening as you see the victory? Are you in the castle? You're smiling. What are you smiling about?
I'm with him again.
You're with him again? And what does he do?
We're dancing.
You're dancing? And is there anybody else there that you're dancing with? Are you dancing in a small room or a big room?
Outside.
You're dancing outside?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's celebrating?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there anybody else that's come by?
There's another girl.
There is another girl. Describe the other girl.
She loves him too.
She loves him too? And does she live with him? What's your first instinct?
We were meant to be together. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't like her.
You don't like her? Does she have children? Does it feel like
she's his mistress?
She's his mistress. Okay. Where does she live?
In the castle.
She lives in the castle? Why does she live in the castle with him and not you and the kids? Ask him that. What does he say to you? Does the mistress own the castle?
No.
No.
Her family does.
Okay, so her family owns the castle.
And he works for the family.
And he works for the family. And so he stays with her because...
he knows I know.
Okay. So he stays with his mistress because it's a business relationship? Is it kind of like a business relationship that he's maintaining?
She's a seductress.
She's a seductress, okay. But she knows that he's married to you and has children with you, and you live in a Victorian house. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've now moved forward to an important day. What is happening and what do you see?
I'm laying.
You do what?
I'm laying down.
Why are you laying down?
Well,
what's happening?
I'm sick.
You're sick? And what are you sick of?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
I have a fever.
You have a fever?
And he's there.
And your husband's there?
My kids are there.
And your kids are there?
Yeah.
Okay. And
he's sorry.
He's sorry?
I don't know.
Why is he sorry?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm dying.
You're dying?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel young or old?
Not very old.
Not old?
My kids are still young.
Your kids are still young? Okay. And as this is happening, is there anybody else in the house with you?
Mm. Just him.
Just him? Okay. Does he live with you and the kids now? Or does he still live at the castle?
I think she left him. He's sorry, but I hate him now.
But you hate him now?
Hmm.
Okay. So she finally left him. But you hate him now because
He came back to me, but he didn't choose me.
he didn't choose you. Now, did he choose the mistress because of the work relationship and the position that he gets from being with her in the castle?
You can see the pain in his eyes.
Yeah. So he's torn.
It's too late.
It's too late. Okay. So you're saying your goodbyes? He's saying his goodbyes to you? I want you to look at him, and I want you to don't hold back at all. You are this woman, and tell him exactly how you feel about this life that you share with him. Don't hold back. It's okay.
We could have been happy.
You can talk about it. Do you forgive him?
I still love him very much.
Mm-hmm.
Mad.
Mad because of what? Who are you mad at?
Him. The kids are happy though. I just seen the kids.
Okay, so the kids weren't damaged by your relationship?
No, they're very happy.
You're happy? But you're mad at him because he was not around? Are you mad at the woman?
He thinks he took care of me because he gave me a beautiful life.
Okay. But he didn't give you a marriage that he was available for.
Yeah.
So he thinks he did his job because he sacrificed being with his family and being with you in order to do his job, which required him to maintain a relationship with the mistress whose family owned the castle.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's not the case. You would have been happy without it.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you tell him that?
He knows.
He knows. Okay. Now let's move away from the scene, leaving the person there to continue their own path. Now you can either move forward or backwards to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. Before we go through that and look at another time and place, I want to ask this person in the Victorian life, what did you learn from it? What did you learn about sacrificing your husband for financial substance?
Time is not something you can buy. And love is not something you can replace with material things.
Okay. That's a very good lesson to learn. Now we're going to move away from the scene, leaving the person there to continue their own path. You can move forward or backward and find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. You are now at another time and place. What's the first thing that you see? And you're doing wonderful. Just describe the colors or shapes or feeling, anything that you see. Do you hear anything?
Hmm.
You hear anything? How are you feeling?
That's weird. No,
What's weird?
a bell.
You hear a bell?
A bell.
Okay, a bell. Okay. Is it a loud ringing bell?
Big bell.
It's a big bell.
A big, cold bell.
A big cold bell. Okay, so that's what you're hearing. Is there, and as you are hearing that, how do you feel about it?
It marks time.
It marks time. Okay. So, as you hear the bell that marks time, is there anything else that you're hearing? It's marking time. Do you see anything? Do you see this bell?
It's in a circle.
It's in a circle. Okay. And what is the circle made of? Describe the circle.
It's different colored bricks.
It's different colored bricks. And what are do you know what colors the bricks are?
I see red.
You see red bricks in a circle, and there's a bell inside it. And are the bricks tall or short? Is it making a wall? Or is it just decoration on the ground?
Decoration on the ground.
Decoration on the ground, okay. And outside of the circle, do you see anything else? Can you hear anything else? You're doing wonderful. Just go with your gut. The first thing that you feel or see or sense.
People sit around the bell.
People sit around the bell? Are they sitting on the floor or are they sitting on something?
The bricks that come up into like a seat around the bell.
Okay. There are people around sitting there. I want you to look below you. Do you see any feet? Do you have feet?
I have feet.
You have feet? Are you wearing anything on your feet?
Yeah.
Well, describe what you're wearing.
Not like a normal shoe.
What does a shoe look like? Describe it.
Like a leather, like form fitting.
Okay.
With a bow.
Bow. Okay.
Like cloth. But
Cloth.
leather. But
Okay.
not like a shoe.
And what color is the bow?
Leather.
Leather. And what color is the leather shoes?
Dark brown.
Dark brown. Does it have any heels or is it flat?
Flat.
It's flat. I want you to tell me if you have a body with this feet.
Yes.
Does it feel male or female?
Female.
Female. Do you feel young or old? Does it feel old?
I'm very young.
You're very young. Okay. Do you feel healthy or ill? Do you feel like a healthy body? Are you carrying anything in your hand?
Nothing.
Nothing? Do you have any jewelry or are you wearing any kind of ornaments on your wrist or your body? Yeah. You don't sense anything?
Oh.
Okay. What are you wearing on your body? Are you wearing anything on your body? Is there anything on your body? Go ahead and trust the first thing that you feel or see.
I have a satchel.
You have a satchel? Okay, what's in the satchel?
A game.
A game. What's the game?
I've seen it. I don't know the name for it.
How do you play it?
You toss them on the ground.
Okay. And then what happens? Do you play it by yourself or do you play with somebody else?
You play it by yourself.
You play it by yourself. Okay. And do you have anything on your head? Does it seem like there's anything in your hair? Nothing?
I'm wearing a bonnet.
You're wearing a bonnet. Okay. So you're a young female girl wearing a bonnet, carrying a satchel, and wearing leather boots and something on your body. I want you to head over to where you live. Okay? And as you head over to where you live, describe what your home looks like. What's the first thing you see?
A cottage.
You see a cottage? Is it a big cottage or a small cottage?
Very small.
Very small? Does it have windows and doors?
Yes.
Okay. What is the cottage made out of?
Wood.
Wood? And what is the roof made out of? Do you see? It's just... What's around the cottage?
It's weird.
What's weird?
Red shingles.
Red shingles? Okay. As you go, I want you to go inside the cottage. And as you go inside the cottage, what do you see inside it? Just say the first thing that you see.
A stove.
A stove. And is there any food around the stove that you can snack on or eat?
There's a wood
There's a wood.
behind the stove with fruit in the jars.
Okay, go ahead and grab one of those food and eat it. And as you're eating some of the food that you grabbed in the jars, is there anybody else in the kitchen?
My mom.
Your mom? And what is she making?
Jam.
She's making jam?
That's what I grabbed.
That's what you grabbed? So you're tasting some of the jam that she's made?
She cooks it on the stove.
She cooks on the stove. So she's cooking
On
jam.
The stove, yeah.
Okay.
Not, yeah.
Describe what your mom's wearing.
She has a bonnet and an apron.
Bonnet and an apron. And describe the furniture in the house. Is there any furniture in the house?
She's my mom.
Is your mom?
She's my mom.
Okay. And how do you feel about her?
I love her.
You love her? And she's good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anybody else that lives in the house with you and your mom?
No.
No? And what do you do all day?
I play.
You play. Okay. Now we're going to leave that scene and move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've now moved forward to an important day. What is happening and what do you see? What's the first thing you see?
I'm back to the bell.
You're back to the bell. And what is happening at the bell?
I'm being given to somebody.
And who's giving you away?
I'm older.
You're older? You're an older woman now?
Not older, but older. I'm grown.
You're a woman now?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you wearing?
Woman. A dress.
Okay. Describe the dress.
It's made, homemade.
Okay.
Fabric.
What color is it?
A denim blue.
Denim blue. Okay. And Who is giving you?
My mom.
Your mom's giving you away to the. And who is receiving you here at this bell?
A man.
A man. And describe this man.
He has blonde hair.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about this man?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Is he old or young?
He has blonde hair.
Is he old or a young man?
Yeah, my age.
He's your age?
Maybe a little bit older.
Maybe a little bit older. And
There's a carriage.
there's a carriage. So what happens with the carriage?
I go with him.
You go with him and you say goodbye to your mom?
Yeah,
Okay. And what do you do with this man now that you go in this carriage?
I got to marry him.
So you marry him?
Yeah,
Okay. How do you feel about the wedding? Do you feel happy about the wedding or
I don't know him.
you don't know him? So you have to get to know him?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We move forward to an important day. What is happening and what is the first thing that you see? Go ahead and trust the first thing that you see. How do you feel about today?
Something's not right.
What's not right about today? Something's not right with you? Or something's not right with somebody else?
With him,
What's wrong with him?
he can't have babies.
He can't have babies? How do you
I
feel
want
about that?
babies.
How do you feel about him not being able to have kids with you?
Like I have no purpose.
Like you have no purpose? How does he feel about that?
He loves me.
He loves you? So what do you do? What do you do about not having kids with him?
I'm a teacher
You're a teacher?
in a new place. With him. Still as my husband.
Okay. So you end up teaching kids instead?
I miss my mom.
Okay. So you move somewhere new? Yeah. Do you enjoy your occupation as a teacher?
I love being a teacher.
Okay. Do you end up having kids in any other way?
And I get to love the kids that I teach.
Okay. So you get to guide the kids that you teach?
This is what I was meant to do.
This is what you're meant to do. So are you happy with your life, even though you don't have kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you happy in your marriage, even though that your husband can't give you children?
I found peace with it.
You found peace with it?
He hasn't.
He hasn't? And what does he do? How does he deal with it? Because he hasn't found peace with it. How does he handle it?
He's angry.
He's angry?
Mm.
What does he do when he's angry about being infertile?
He blames me.
He blames you? Does he do anything else to deal with it?
He drinks.
He drinks? Does he drink a lot or little? Is he a light drinker or a heavy drinker?
He likes to drink a lot.
So he's a heavy drinker? And what happens when he drinks a lot?
He changes.
And how does he change? What does he become? Describe it.
He breaks things.
He breaks things. Does he ever hurt you? What's the first feeling that you get about this relationship?
I don't know.
Do you know him? How do you know him?
He's familiar to me.
He's familiar to you? He's familiar to you in this life? Or how is he familiar to you?
His eyes.
His eyes is familiar to you? Okay. We have gone forward to the last day of this life that you are watching.
Mm.
What is happening? What do you see on the last day of your life? There's no physical sensation, so you could talk about it.
It's not the last day of my life.
Okay, what do you see? Are you still in that argument with your husband?
No, he died.
He died? How did he
got
die?
shot.
He got shot?
He got shot
How did he get shot?
by somebody
Was it an accident?
in a bar.
In the bar? What were they fighting about? Do you know?
Mm. With wood.
With wood?
With wood doors that swing open.
Okay. Kind of like a saloon?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gone.
He's gone. How did you find out about his death? Were you there?
No.
No?
I've seen him dead though.
You see him dead?
Yeah. I went in there.
You went in there looking for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was told.
You were told?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you saw him dead?
He's gone now.
He's gone. So what happens to you? You just live alone and teach? How do you feel about his death?
I'm all alone.
You're alone? What are the emotions that you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I miss him.
You miss him? Did you love him?
I did.
How did you feel about him being an alcoholic because he was infertile and blaming you for not being fertile? Not having children in your life?
I felt sorry for him.
You felt sorry for him? Okay. What's happened has already happened. Let's move forward to the last day of your life in this life that you're watching. What is happening on your last day? Do you see anything on your last day?
I feel upside down.
You feel upside down?
I feel upside down right now.
Okay, why do you feel upside down?
I don't know.
Okay. So you're upside down and
There's something tight around my feet.
you're something tight around your feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it feel like a rope or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you don't have to be in that body. You can watch it from a distance.
Mm.
You don't have to feel all of it. But there's something tight around your feet and you're upside down. Are you hanging?
Mm. Yeah.
Where are you hanging? Are you hanging in a home
Mm.
or outside?
I don't understand it.
Is there anybody else around you?
Yeah.
Who's around you? Does it feel like a man or a woman?
I'm dying.
You're dying?
I'm being killed.
You're being killed?
I'm being killed.
And who's killing you?
I don't know.
Okay, so you're being hung? Who hung you up? Did you choose to be hung up?
I don't know.
Okay. Describe what you see around you as you're hanging. Do you see anything? Are you in your home?
Mm-mm.
You're somewhere else?
I'm outside.
You're outside?
Mm-hmm.
And you said there was somebody else there.
Yeah.
Who is it? Is it a man?
There's tape.
There's tape?
Something around me.
There's something around you?
Making it harder to breathe.
Making it harder to breathe? Okay. Is it tape around your face?
Yeah.
Is it around your face?
I don't know if it's tape, but it's something.
Okay. So you're, and the other person, is it a man or a woman?
Man.
It's a man? Is it only one person or more people?
One man in front of me.
One man in front of you?
There's people around though, and they're not stopping it.
There's people around and not stopping you?
No.
And what are they doing?
I don't know.
Okay. Are they saying anything? Did you do anything to get this?
I did something wrong.
What did you do wrong?
Mm.
Who did you hurt?
I don't know.
Okay. Does that have to do with the school?
Something.
Something?
But I didn't mean to
Who was
do
that?
anything wrong. I know that.
So it was an accident?
Yeah.
But they're blaming you for the accident?
Yeah.
Did the accident hurt anybody?
No.
Then what was the harm?
I went against what they believed.
And what did you do that was against what they believed?
I'm not sure.
What did they believe? I want you to really listen to what these people are talking about. The people around you in a circle. What do you hear them saying? What's the first impressions that you hear? What are they talking about amongst themselves? What's the impression?
I'm a whore.
They're saying you're a whore?
I'm a whore.
Okay. So you slept with somebody else? And they're calling you a whore because of it? And they're hanging you?
I'm not a teacher anymore.
You're not a teacher anymore?
They took that away from me.
They took that away from you? And why did they call you a whore?
Because I am a whore.
Are you a prostitute?
I have sex for money.
Okay. And that's how you make money now?
And the women hate me.
And the women hate you. And so they're hanging you because of this way that you make money now?
The bartender.
What about the bartender?
The bartender was the one that got me to do it after my husband died.
And
she's the only one that's sad about me dying.
the bartender is a girl?
Yeah.
Why did she get you to do it? You already had a job as a teacher. Why did you decide to change your career into prostitution after being a teacher?
I don't know. Something happened after he died.
And you need more money?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I don't even remember the part about having sex with people.
Okay. So the female bartender, what kind of relationship did you have with the female bartender?
She knew my husband very well.
And how did she know your husband?
They were friends.
Okay. What has happened has already happened, and you're on the other side of it. In this position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at this life, what did you learn from it? What do you think was the purpose of seeing your life marrying a man that was infertile and becoming alcoholic and angry about those circumstances.
And I chose the wrong path with my pain.
And what path is that you chose?
To numb myself with sex.
Okay. So instead of numbing yourself with alcoholism, you numbed yourself with sex. Okay. So you didn't need to have sex for money or finances because you already had a career as a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my fault.
Okay. What do you think was the purpose of seeing this? What was the lesson in seeing that you had a husband who numbed himself with alcoholism in order to deal with his infertility, and then you numbing yourself with prostitution to medicate for feeling lonely after your husband passed away? What's the lesson in that?
We need to embrace our pain and grow from it. We're all given paths in life to take. We have free will and free choice.
And so there are many different ways in which you can deal with pain and struggles in your life. And everyone goes through pain and struggles. But you have to deal with it and pick the most appropriate way to address it and move forward. That's the lesson? Okay. Now let's drift away from that life. We're drifting and floating away from that life, leaving the woman there to continue her own journey. She will find peace. She will find what she is supposed to find. We're leaving her there to continue her own journey. She will find peace. She will find what she's supposed to find. And we're leaving her there to continue her own path. Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Cheyenne to once again return to the body and fully integrate back into the body. May I speak to Cheyenne's subconscious, please? Do I have permission to speak to Cheyenne's subconscious? Thank you. I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Cheyenne's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Cheyenne in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes that she has ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious, and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask you questions? I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for her to see today. However, you chose to bring forward the first life, where she was a man in a desert, and she was watching for her wife give birth to their daughter, Cabela. However, this man, he left his wife and daughter to go to a desert with other men, and he ended up dying by the hands of another man that slit his throat. Why did you bring forth that life for her to see? It's okay, Cheyenne. Just sit back and trust the Oversoul is going to take care of you and give you what you need. Subconscious, why did you bring forward that life for Cheyenne to see? The man in the desert. What's the first thing that you want to tell her about that? You're doing wonderful. Just let it come out.
She's left.
She's left?
She's left people too.
She's left people too. Okay. And in that life, she says that she recognizes the eyes of Cabela, the baby girl. That it's the same eyes as Cabela now. Is it the same daughter?
Yes.
Okay. So her daughter has reincarnated in this lifetime from that lifetime? Okay. And what about her daughter in this lifetime and that lifetime that you want to let her know?
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Okay. So she loves you regardless. Cabela does. Okay. He also shows to bring forward for her to see the life where she was a Victorian housewife with 2 children, a boy and a girl. However, she died a little bit of a broken heart because she could not live an active life with her husband because he chose to live in the castle with his mistress, who was also his boss, in order to provide the income and lifestyle that she has. Why did you bring forward that life for her to see?
In this life, that same man reincarnated as her ex-husband, Tyrone.
And what are the parallels with Tyrone and the previous life that they were married in? What can Tyrone learn in this life from that life? What can she learn about the breakup? Because in this life, they had a similar love triangle with somebody else. Is the mistress from that life the same one in this life?
Yes.
So the mistress in that life is the same one in this life who also broke up that marriage and broke up this marriage. So in that lifetime when she was a Victorian housewife, the mistress eventually left him and he went back to her asking for forgiveness. In this life, the mistress is coming back in her life. What is the lesson in that repeating of the same storyline?
They both have choices.
They both have choices. And what are the choices that the mistress and Cheyenne has in this life to not repeat the same heartache as the life as a Victorian housewife?
Tyrell was torn between family and wife. Cheyenne was torn between life and love.
Okay. So Tyrell could not make a decision between love and his work, and Cheyenne in that life could not make a decision between letting go of her comfortable lifestyle or having her husband.
Yes.
Okay. So they both did not have the same goals in mind.
Correct.
Okay. And that's the lesson. Now the mistress has reappeared in this life again and has been a part of another divorce in this life as she did in her last life. What is the role of the mistress in this life? Is there a lesson for her to pick up from that?
Cheyenne has to learn that she is enough.
Cheyenne has to learn that she's enough. Okay. You also chose to bring forward the life where she was a woman in a small town and her husband became an alcoholic because of his inability to have children. And he ended up getting shot at a bar. But then also, in order for her to deal with her loneliness and loss of her husband, she ended up having sex for money to kind of mask the pain. Why did you bring forward that life for her to see?
She's facing the same journey.
And what journey is that?
To learn and grow.
To learn and grow. Her husband in that lifetime, who was infertile, is Skylar in this lifetime. And she loved her husband in that lifetime so much that she ended up being easily thrown into prostitution as a choice just to mask it, just to get love from other men.
Yes.
Okay. So, in that lifetime, she learned that she could make better choices and find better ways to deal with pain and struggle instead of alcoholism and prostitution in the case of her and her husband, and how they chose to deal with their issues. So Skylar in this lifetime is her husband from that last lifetime.
Yes.
And they had a wonderful relationship except for the part of not having children that kind of ate into him. Okay. So the female bartender that got her into prostitution as a way to address her issues, is this person in her life now?
Yes.
And who is this person in her life?
Echo.
So the person in her life now who is trying to have a relationship with her again was the female bartender that caused her to go into prostitution, and that it was in that lifetime. Did the female bartender have a sexual relationship with her husband?
Yes.
Okay. So the female bartender ended up being the mistress of your husband in that last lifetime and playing both of you guys to try to find a relationship and love, and ended up helping be the cause of your breakup. And the same gal, the woman in your life right now, who was doing the same thing in the lifetime where you were a teacher, was also the same mistress in the second lifetime when you were a Victorian housewife, causing the breakup of your marriage then.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So the pattern in your relationship is repeating from lifetime to lifetime, and it's the same characters. Is there anything else that you want to tell her about how she can overcome this love triangle? I would like to ask you to also, Cheyenne Subconscious, to please give her a body scan. Can you scan her body and heal her body of any pains or issues that you see?
Yes.
Okay. And as you scan her from head to toe, do you pick up anything? Do you sense anything in her body that is out of alignment? What are you doing to heal her body? What do you sense? Go ahead and just tell me the first thing that you sense is happening to your body.
My mind.
Your mind? What's happening to your mind?
Healing.
Healing. Okay. Is it sending a light to you? No?
Light.
Light. Okay. Go ahead and scan the body and heal the whole body. And she has mentioned some areas of her body that have pain. And they're not very many. They're mostly right in her abdominal area and lower back. But if you see any other areas that she has pain in, please go ahead and remove that as well and heal that. And if you pick up any kind of dense energy or any kind of negativity in any way, shape, or form, please heal and remove that as well. And while you are doing the healing on her body, she has some questions for you that she would like to ask. Can you answer some questions for us?
Yes.
Okay. The first thing is with her son. Do they have a soul contract? Or her son Barrett, do they have a soul contract or past life? Or is there some reason why sometimes he and her really struggle to connect?
He was with her.
He was with her to what? Why did they struggle to connect? Did they share a lifetime together before?
Yes.
And what lifetime was that? What happened between the two of them? Is it for her to know?
No.
It's not for her to know. Will she find out eventually?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What recommendations do you have for her to heal her relationship with her son so that they can have a healthy relationship?
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Okay. And how can she parent her son to be better? Because sometimes he kind of scares her a little bit.
Teach him not to live in fear.
Teach him not to live in fear. And how can she teach all her children not to live in fear and create their reality much more responsibly and better?
By removing her own fear.
Removing her own fear. So living by example. Living by example. Okay. And then also, is there anything else about her other children that you want her to know?
No.
No. Okay. And then with her mother, did she have any past lives with her mother?
Yes.
Which past lives did she have with her mother?
The mother that gave her away.
The mother gave her away. Now, she had a very loving relationship with her mom that gave her away in that lifetime. But however, in this lifetime, she does not have a very close connection to her mom in this lifetime. Why is that?
They're the same.
They're the same? Okay. How can she how can she have a better relationship with her mom in this lifetime? Because that's one of the things that she wants. Forgiveness. Just kind of let go of the anger and forgive it. Okay. And then also her stepdad, Bill. Is there anything that you want her to know about him? How can she move forward with her relationship with her stepdad, Bill?
We can either become a victim of our fear or rise above it.
Rise above it. Okay. And the other thing also is she still holds some resentment to her brother. What do you have to tell her about her brother?
He loves her.
He loves her. Okay. And then she also met her stepsister, but they didn't really make much of a connection. Is there anything that she needs to know about her stepsister? Later, she'll find out later. And then she has some question about her best friend, Dina, from childhood, who's just re-emerged in her life recently. What's her role? Did they just become friends in different lifetimes?
Soulmates.
They're soulmates? Okay. So they help each other out?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the thing about her childhood is that a lot of it is a repeat of her parents' childhood and her mother's childhood and her father's childhood. And it seems to be about 4 generations of alcoholism, abuse, and neglect from the father figures. How can she move on beyond that and learn from it and not repeat the same conditioning that she picked up from her childhood?
Heal and progress.
Heal and progress. Okay. The other thing also is she really wants, she's tired of her addictive behaviors, her overeating, and just self-sabotaging. What's some recommendations that you have for her to live a balanced lifestyle? You're doing wonderful. Just let the overspill talk.
Quit the destructive patterns and behaviors.
So recognize what the triggers are and learn more healthy ways to deal with it. What is her purpose?
To share.
To share? To share what? Her knowledge or her experience?
Her experience.
Her experience. So the wisdom in her experience and how she's learning and growing from them is what her purpose is to share that.
Yes.
Okay. How can she learn to be truly herself?
By letting go of anger.
Okay.
And loving herself.
Love herself and let go of anger. And the anger comes from her childhood?
Lifetimes.
From lifetimes of anger. Okay, not just her childhood. Let it go. And is there anything specifically that she needs to know about how best to guide her kids so they can live healthy lives moving forward?
Leading by example.
Leading by example. And then also, what questions or what tips do you have for her to move away from 3D suffering and manifest a fifth dimensional level?
Power of manifestation. power of thought.
Okay. And in terms of the power and manifestation and the power of thought, she knows that she has to let go, and you said, let go of the anger in multiple lifetimes and the jealousy, and just let go of the things that has happened and the anger that she had that they happened to her because they no longer serve her. Is there anything else that you can give her as advice to learn new ways to deal with obstacles in her life without substance abuse or violence or rage?
Love and be loved.
Okay. Now, she also has, and are you continuing to heal her body?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Also, she also wants to get some insights into her career and fifth dimensional career. Now, as you are healing her body, before we get into that, can you also send a lot of healing to her family?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sending healing to the kids? And what can I... All of them? And what are you doing to send healing to the kids? Especially Barrett.
Safety.
Safety. Okay. And is that you do that with light?
And love.
Light and love. And what about Skylar and your ex-husband? Are you sending them healing as well?
Yes.
Okay. And can you also send healing to her siblings, the alive and deceased? And healing to her mother as well, and her extended...
I see my brother.
You see your brother?
I see my brother.
Okay. He wants to come forward?
I don't know.
Okay.
I see him though.
Okay. And what is he doing?
He's got a light.
He's got a light?
Like rays of light above his head.
Rays light above his head?
He's young.
He's young? Okay. Well, let's talk to your brother. Let's bring your brother forward. Hey, brother, are you there?
He's happy.
Okay. Am I talking to your brother now?
I see him.
Okay.
I don't hear him.
You don't hear him? Okay, well he definitely wants to come forward. Let's talk about when he's ready, he's gonna come forward. Okay? Let's talk about your fifth dimensional career really quick. Now, she wants a career that she's going to love and enjoy. She likes blogging. She likes writing. She likes talking about her experiences. Can you give her some suggestions for how she can start this career?
You answered that already.
Oh, okay. So that is basically it. Writing about her experiences. Okay. So it's wonderful. So she can blog and write and be an influencer. Perfect. Now, let's talk to some people in her life that she really, really wants to bring forward. And we're almost done, just so you know. The first person she would love to bring forward is her brother. Is the brother ready to come forward? Brother, are you there?
I don't see him anymore.
You don't see him anymore?
I heard him when you were talking.
What did he say to you?
It was weird.
What did he say to you?
It's okay, Shiny. And he used to call me Shiny.
Mm-hmm.
He would come up to my crib and say, "Freak out, Shiny."
Mm-hmm.
That was weird. But he's gone now.
Okay. And when he came into the vision, what is the feeling that you got from him? What was he saying to you?
Just the light made me feel like he was okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's happy.
Mm-hmm.
The picture I seen was of him in high school when he first met his high school sweetheart. I don't know much more beyond that. I feel good about it.
Okay. So he's forgiven all of it.
Yeah, I feel like he's okay.
He's okay. He's okay. And he says it's going to be okay as well.
Yeah.
Let go of the pain between you and your brother. Okay. All right. Let's bring forward Chico, your boyfriend's brother, his twin brother who committed suicide. Or died mysteriously. Chico, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Chico. Thank you so much for coming forward. How's it going on the other side?
It's a party.
It's a party? What kind of party is going on there?
Yeah.
What are they celebrating?
Life lessons.
Life lessons? To celebrate everybody learning their life lessons? So are people who make mistakes or who hurt people, they learn from it on the other side?
She needs to learn.
She needs to learn that? Okay. Now, Chico, is there anything that you want her and your brother, Skylar, to know? You want to tell Skylar something?
I love him.
You love him? He wants to know, did you die of a mysterious death or did you commit suicide?
I committed suicide.
You committed suicide? Why did you commit suicide?
The darkness.
You
overtook me.
The darkness overtook you? Okay. But you're not in the dark anymore.
But he is.
But he is? And how can he get out of the darkness? How can you help your brother get out of the darkness so he doesn't succumb to the same outcomes that happened to you? How can you help your brother?
He was always the stronger one.
He was always the stronger one? But sometimes he doesn't feel very strong.
He has to be what I couldn't.
He has to be what you couldn't. And what do you want to tell him to be the stronger one?
He knows what he needs to do.
He knows what he needs to do. How do you feel about your brother?
I'm his biggest fan.
You're the biggest fan? Are you one of his spirit guides now?
No.
No. Are you watching over him in any way?
Yes.
Yes. And is there anything that he will see in his life when you're around that you want him to look out for? Is there a symbol that you use?
The night sky.
The night sky. So when he looks at a night sky, it will remind him of you. Are you proud of your brother?
Always.
Always. Okay. I want you, Chico, to go to your brother right now and give him a big hug. And just shoot him a big shot of love. Unconditional love. Why are you crying?
Lifetimes of pain. Oh, I don't know what's wrong.
Well, Chico, you let it go, Chico. Just let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out, Chico. It's okay. Just let it out. You can heal. You're on the other side now. You're in the light. And it doesn't matter how many lifetimes of pain or suffering or negativity you experienced or did to anybody. You're back in the light where you can learn from it and grow from it. It's all about life lessons and learning how to create. Just let it go. No one's judging you. It's okay. But let it go.
He loves her very much. She needs to trust that.
She needs to trust that. What do you want to tell You're there with your brother right now, Skylar, and you're giving him a shot of love. And you're releasing all the lifetimes of pain and suffering and hurt and sorrow. The stuff that caused you your suicide and drove you there. But your brother is stronger. So what are you telling your brother right now? He's listening. Tell him what you want to tell him.
Follow his heart. Become who he was meant to be.
Well, Chico, it's going to be okay, Chico.
Oh.
I'm going to count you out, okay? I'm just going to count you out because that was...
Okay, I can't.
Yeah, you
I
can.
don't feel well.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Okay. I'm going to count you out because Chico just let go of a huge amount of negative sorrow and suffering. You felt what he felt when he committed suicide.
Okay, I don't feel well though. I don't feel well at all.
Okay. So I'm going to count you out.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but I don't feel
We'll
well.
talk about it. I'll count you out.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Just breathe. Close your eyes and breathe. Take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Very good. In and out. You still feel the nausea?
No.
The nausea's gone?
No, I'm good. I do
You're
have
good?
to use the restroom, but
Yeah.
I feel much better.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
No. It's okay. We'll talk about it when you